In the London Underground, or the Tube as Londoners call it, you can often hear a very annoying announcement: mind the gap. A gap is a space between the platform and the underground train. It is quite wide, an umbrella can fall in there, for example, or you can stumble. That is, mind the gap is a warning. Be careful, pay attention to the gap between the platform and the train. The matter is, London Tube was the first underground in the world to be opened in 1863. Trains and the size of trains have changed, and the platform is still the same. To mind is a typically British verb. Mind your tongue, tells a strict British parent to a child who's said something indecent. Watch your tongue. This is what a strict parent says in the US with the same meaning.
You mind your tongue or you'll miss the film tonight as well.
Here are two more common expressions with to mind.
Don't make faces. Mind your manners.
Mind your business. The abbreviation is MYOB.
You overheard everything. Mind your own business, you dirty gossip.
So, in the subway, Americans use the phrase watch the gap instead of mind the gap. Londoners have been used to this phrase and totally ignore it, of course. It's become synonymous with the London Underground and is repeated several times by stupid, annoying, especially American tourists who find this phrase fascinating and funny. There is another collocation with the word gap, the generation gap. It's used when talking about the problem of fathers and children, about differences and perceptions, ideas, feelings and interests between young and older people. This discrepancy creates misunderstandings, disputes and even conflicts. For example,
how can teachers help to bridge the generation gap between parents and their children?
A friend of mine, who's a Brit, jokingly combined these phrases. Mind the generation gap. It was about a very young person who works as a moderator for a social network and began to teach my friend, who is about 40 years old, the rules for using and promoting at this resource. Instagram, Facebook, and I would add Vkontakte and Telegram were created by people in their late 30s, my friend said. Mind the generation gap is something like the Russian saying, eggs don't teach a chicken. The same new phrase can be used when talking about a romantic liaison between, for example, a professor and a young female student, or a middle-aged lady and her enterprising young boyfriend. Well, it's not customary to talk about a woman's age, and this is right, isn't it? Mind your tongue and mind your language. On the other hand, this is a manifestation of sexism. Only an angry or ironic person would call a middle-aged man a youngster. This is a manifestation of poorly concealed ageism. But it doesn't really matter how old you are, young or old. Don't worry. Everything passes quickly. Never mind. It's up to you which gaps to mind or not to.
Thank you.